Hello, here's another quick episode of the Vintage Vinyl Vault. We're going to talk about album cleaning. If you're like me, you hit a lot of record shops and it's kind of hit and miss. You go to some, the higher end ones, they do a good job cleaning the records before they package them and sell them, the used ones. You go to other places, whatever they buy, they just throw it out on the shelf. They look at the condition, say, okay, I'll give you a buck or two for it. They purchase it, then they turn right around and throw it out on the shelf. And when you get in there and you start looking at these albums, sometimes, there's so much muck on them that you really can't tell if they're scratched or not. So you have to kind of decide, is it worth to try to clean this up or maybe pass on it and look for something a little better. I try to find stuff with in pretty decent shape, but every now and then, if it's something rare or something I don't have that I want and I can get it cheap, I'll take a chance on a record that's maybe scuffed up, or, has the dust and stuff on it and grime on it that you can wash out. Now, um, as you know, it's getting harder and harder to find. Starting to see a comeback on it, but you almost kind of have to, if you want to pay a premium for solutions and cleaning products that are out there. I chose to go the cheap route, made my own solution, purchased some cleaning rags, purchased some brushes and things, and I was going to take a minute here and show you those items. The first item is the cleaner. It's basically a combination of distilled water, rubbing alcohol, and a kind of a wetting agent. You purchase just your basic squirt bottle. Okay. Now, on the alcohol, you want to get the higher alcohol content, and there's plenty of videos that give you the breakdown. Because I bought a cheaper rubbing alcohol, I didn't really kind of catch the percentage of the content alcohol. I had to it was only a 50% bottle that you would just get there off the drugstore shelf. So I had to kind of double the formula to get it to 100%, and then mix that with distilled water and a wetting agent, a small amount of wetting agent. Okay. Then I purchased, looking for like a record brush. Those are harder and harder to come by. I saw a number of people go to something like this online. I thought, well, I'm going to give this a try. It's just your basic paint edger. Okay. Has real soft fibers on there, and it's about the width of an album. So it's easy to lay on top and work around the album, get the dust out of the grooves. Those little fibers fit down in the grooves. They're soft. So what typically, what I would do is I've got some cloth that's, something you might use to shine your car with or clean up your car, which I'll show you right now. Okay. Some real soft fiber cloth that you would use to maybe wipe down your car after washing it or removing wax, something like that. It's real soft. The great thing about these is you can just use them for a little bit, then throw them in the dryer. You can buy a pack of 4 for pretty cheap, really. And then I bought one other one that's really soft and is kind of one that I lay the records on to get started. I've got a real nice little round table that sits on the floor. We use it to work from in the floor. It's you can lay in the floor and eat from it or work from it. But I take that table, clean it off, put the soft cloth down, then I can lay my albums out on it. Or many times I'll lay the album covers themselves and dust them off and clean them out. Try to even wipe a little bit on the inside to get some of that dust out of the inside of them. When you buy stuff, that's used, there's going to be a lot of dust. Try to, as I purchase things, I get them all clean, get that first good cleaning, and then whenever I get them out to listen to them, I give them a second cleaning. Then use the spray, the wipes, the brush, and then go from there. Pretty cheap in an economic way. It's a lot of things you can get at the drugstore or Walmart. And it's a good way to go. It's hard to find the products that you need, and if you go buy some pre-mixed record solution, you're going to pay $14, $15, $16 for a small bottle that's not going to last you very long. This you mix up and you're good to go for quite a while. Okay. And I still have leftover distilled water and alcohol and wetting agent that I could whip up another batch of this full bottle pretty quickly and easily. So that's kind of what I recommend. I was looking at all kinds of different things, people using wood glue and all kinds of crazy stuff, spending $80, $90 on a, some type of cleaning apparatus that you can find online specific for albums. I just decided where I'm at in collecting, let's go the cheap way. It'll do an adequate job. It'll clean the records good, and then then you can play them and listen to them and enjoy them without breaking the bank. I would, there's rather spend some of that money on just buying more albums, to be honest with you, and clean them with the products I got. So I just wanted to pass that information along to you. Would like to see you stop back by. If you've got some comments or things that you do that are good economical ways to clean your albums, love to hear from you. Again, I looked at a lot of different systems. I found one that kind of works best for me, and it's an economical way to go. And I would suggest that for most people that are the average listener. I think it's working so far. Always open to suggestions. Always open to better ideas. If you have any ideas, please post them. Okay. All right. Next, go ahead and stop back by the Vintage Vinyl Vault. We're going to be playing a lot of new albums that we found and purchased. So stop back by. Good night.